She started a secret Instagram account to post thirst traps and flirt with random guys. I found it when she forgot to log out on my iPad. When confronted, she said, "I need attention you can't give me." I posted screenshots to her main account and tagged her family. Now she's crying that I ruined her life. This whole saga began about 7 months ago, but I'm only sharing it now after everything has finally settled. Me, 31M, and Alexis, 29F, had been together for 3 years, living together for 2 in an apartment where both our names were on the lease. I thought things were solid, not perfect, whose relationship is, but good enough that we were talking about the future. Marriage, kids, the whole package. I work in construction management. Good money, but long hours sometimes. Alexis works in marketing, standard 9 to 5 gig. We had our routines, made time for each other, regular date nights. I genuinely thought we were good. Last February, I was sitting on the couch watching the game when my iPad pinged with an Instagram notification. Weird, since I rarely use Instagram. I picked it up to clear the notification and saw it wasn't my account that was logged in. It was an account called Lexi After Dark, with a profile pic that was definitely Alexis, but just showing her lips and neck. Curious, and yeah, immediately suspicious, I started scrolling through the profile. My stomach dropped with each swipe. There were dozens of posts going back about 6 months. Suggestive photos and revealing outfits. Nothing explicitly nude, but definitely pushing the boundaries of what you'd expect from someone in a committed relationship. Captions like, "Wish someone was here to help me out of this," and "Who wants to see more?" But the posts weren't even the worst part. It was the DMs, dozens of conversations with random guys, some mild flirting, others explicitly sexual. Arrangements to meet up for drinks that thankfully never seemed to materialize into actual meetups. But the intent was clear. I wasn't raised to snoop, but at this point, all bets were off. I took screenshots of everything, the posts, the worst DMs, everything. Then I logged out and put the iPad down. When Alexis got home from her girls' night, which I now had questions about, I was sitting at the kitchen table, iPad in front of me. "Hey babe," she said, dropping her purse on the counter. "How was your night?" "Educational," I replied. "Found some interesting reading material on the iPad." Her face showed confusion, then recognition, then panic in rapid succession. She knew exactly what I'd found. "I can explain," she started. "Please do," I said, keeping my voice level. "Explain Lexi After Dark to me. Explain the messages with..." I checked my notes. "Jason Thrill 23 about what you'd do to him if your boyfriend wasn't around." She sat down heavily. "It's not what you think." "Really?" "Because I think you've been posting suggestive pictures for strangers and arranging meetups behind my back. Am I missing something?" Her defense strategy shifted quickly from denial to justification. "It's just attention, okay? It doesn't mean anything. I need the validation, the excitement. I need attention you can't give me." I just stared at her. 3 years together, and this was how little she thought of me. What does that even mean? What attention am I not giving you? You're always working, and when you're home, you're tired or watching sports. These guys make me feel wanted. And I don't? The guy who's been building a life with you? The guy who's been talking about putting a ring on your finger? She had the decency to look ashamed, but doubled down. "It's different. You wouldn't understand. It's just online fun. It's not like I've actually cheated." That's when I realized there was no coming back from this. The relationship was dead. She didn't see anything wrong with what she'd done. Her only regret was getting caught. "You know what? You're right. I don't understand, and I don't need to. We're done." Her eyes widened. "You're breaking up with me? Over some stupid Instagram account?" "No, I'm breaking up with you because you betrayed my trust, disrespected our relationship, and then tried to make it my fault. The Instagram account is just evidence." She started crying. "Please, I'll delete it right now. It meant nothing." If it meant nothing, why have it at all? I stood up. "I'm gonna stay at my brother's tonight. I'll be back tomorrow to get my things while you're at work." As I headed for the door, she called after me. "You're overreacting. Everyone has online flirtations these days." I stopped, turned around. "No, Alexis, they don't." I stayed at my brother's that night, explained the situation. He was supportive, offered to help me move my stuff the next day. I slept surprisingly well for a guy whose long-term relationship had just imploded. The next morning, I had dozens of missed calls and texts from Alexis, begging, apologizing, minimizing. I ignored them all. Then I made a decision that some might call petty. I'd call it justice. I took those screenshots I'd saved and carefully selected ones that weren't overly revealing but clearly showed what she was doing. Flirtatious public posts, and especially the damning DM conversations. I logged into my rarely used Instagram and posted them in a carousel with a simple caption. Found out my girlfriend of 3 years has been living a double life as Lexi after dark. Thought her friends and family should see who they're really supporting. I tagged her main Instagram account. I tagged her parents, her sister, her close friends, everyone who had been telling her what a great couple we were over the years. Then I went to work. By lunchtime, my phone was blowing up again. Not just Alexis, but mutual friends asking what was going on. I muted everything and focused on my job. After work, my brother and I went to the apartment. Alexis had left me a voicemail saying she was staying at her friend's place, so the coast was clear. We packed up all my essentials and important documents in about 2 hours. I left my tea on the counter and walked out. Later that night, once I was settled at my brother's place, I finally checked my messages. The most recent one from Alexis read, "I can't believe you would humiliate me like this. You've ruined my life. My dad won't even speak to me. Everyone has seen it. How could you be so cruel?" I replied with one message, "Actions have consequences. Goodbye." Then I blocked her number. The next day I removed the Instagram post. It had served its purpose. People knew the truth. I didn't need to leave it up permanently to make my point. Update, 1 week later. It's been a week since everything went down and the fallout has been exactly what you'd expect. Mutual friends have mostly taken sides. Some think I went nuclear by exposing her online life to her family. Others think she got what was coming to her. I don't really care either way. The only opinions that matter to me are from the people who've shown they have my back. My brother has been solid through all of this, letting me crash at his place, helping me look for a new apartment, making sure I don't sit around brooding too much. I contacted the apartment management company to discuss breaking the lease. Since both our names were on it, I explained the situation and offered to pay my half of the rent until they found a new tenant or until Alexis found a roommate. They were surprisingly understanding. I did get one unexpected call from Alexis's father yesterday. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity got the better of me. "I want to apologize," he said after an awkward greeting, "for my daughter's behavior. Her mother and I raised her better than that." "I appreciate that, sir," I replied, not really knowing what else to say. "I always thought you were good for her," he continued. "Stable, hardworking, the kind of man a father wants for his daughter. I'm sorry it didn't work out." "So am I," I said, and meant it. "She's been saying you overreacted, that the account wasn't a big deal. Just so you know, her mother and I don't see it that way." That meant more than I expected it to. Validation that I wasn't crazy for seeing this as a serious breach of trust. After we hung up, I decided to take a break from social media altogether. I kept my Instagram account, but deleted the app from my phone. Needed some digital peace and quiet. As for Alexis, I've heard through the grapevine that she's been scrambling to do damage control. Her main Instagram account is now private. Several of our mutual friends mentioned she was worried about how this might affect her professionally, as she works in social media marketing and her online reputation matters. While I never directly contacted her workplace or tagged them, the social media world is small in our city. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Update. 1 month later, found my own place. Small but decent apartment closer to work. Fresh start. I've been getting back into my old routines. Gym, hiking on weekends, reconnecting with friends I'd lost touch with during the relationship. Navigating our shared social circles has been tricky. Some events I've skipped because I knew she'd be there. Others, mutual friends have made efforts to invite us on different days. It's awkward, but manageable. Alexis tried to contact me again last week. New number, but same old tactics. Started with apologies, quickly shifted to blaming me for overreacting and destroying her reputation. I blocked the new number without responding. A buddy who still follows her on social media says she's pivoted to posting about personal growth and overcoming betrayal. Vague enough that new followers wouldn't know the context, but obviously referencing our situation. The most interesting development came through her cousin Maya, who I always got along with. She reached out to grab coffee and give me some closure. "You should know," Maya said over lattes, "Alexis has been doing this kind of thing for years. Even before you. She had a similar account when she was with her ex, Tom." That was news to me. Tom knew about it? No, and when he found out, he just forgave her and they tried to work through it. She deleted that account, promised to change, the whole 9 yards. "Let me guess," I said. "She just got better at hiding it." Maya nodded. "She had a new secret account within a month. Tom never found that one. But she would brag to me about it, how much attention she was getting, how exciting it was to have this secret life." "Why are you telling me this?" "Because you did the right thing by walking away, and by exposing it. Maybe now she'll finally get that she can't keep doing this to people. Actions have consequences, like you said." I left that coffee meeting with a strange sense of peace. I wasn't just some controlling boyfriend who couldn't handle his girlfriend having an online presence. This was a pattern of behavior that Alexis had no intention of changing. Final update. 6 months later, life has settled into a new normal. The apartment feels like home now. Work is going well, actually got a promotion last month. Dating casually, nothing serious yet. I ran into Alexis at a mutual friend's birthday party last weekend. First time seeing her in person since everything went down. She was with some new guy who seemed nice enough but clearly had no idea about her history. She approached me when I was getting a drink from the bar. "I hope you're happy," she said quietly. "What you did really hurt me. My family still brings it up sometimes. That post you made caused a lot of damage." I took a sip of my drink, maintaining eye contact. "Was having a secret Instagram account where you flirted with other men and posted provocative pictures while in a committed relationship with me supposed to be harmless?" She had no response to that. "How's the new guy working out?" I asked, nodding toward her date. "Does he know about your social media habits?" "That's none of your business," she said defensively. "You're right, it's not. Just like it wasn't my business to manage your need for attention from other men. I'm not your keeper, Alexis. Never was." I walked away, feeling lighter than I had in months. A little later, I overheard her friend asking in what she thought was a quiet voice if Alexis was still doing the Instagram thing. Her new boyfriend looked confused and asked, "What Instagram thing?" The friend quickly changed the subject, but he clearly caught that something was being hidden from him. Not my problem anymore. The ultimate irony? In trying to get attention from strangers on the internet, Alexis got exactly what she wanted, just not in the way she intended. The screenshots I posted definitely got her noticed, by everyone who mattered to her. Sometimes the best revenge isn't some elaborate scheme. It's just letting people see someone's true colors and letting them deal with the natural consequences. In Alexis's case, the consequences were a ruined relationship, disappointed family, and the knowledge that her betrayal is now known to those closest to her. All because she needed attention I couldn't give her. Turns out, I gave her exactly the attention she deserved.